truly believe that everything rises and falls on the condition of your mind.
Don't let life get the best of you, get the best out of life.
There's a little phrase back home that we'll laugh about it. It says, we're suffering and smiling. We just go through it, we smile through it. Hello again, I'm Jesus Bustillos, here with the El Paso Business Network, and a very good friend of mine that we've become very acquainted with each other, Gbenga Asedeko, and noted serial entrepreneur, also working within the insurance business, also within the medical community as a provider of different types of services, author, dad, very busy man. And so welcome to our getting together this morning. Good to see you again, my friend.
Hey, good to see you, Jesus. Thank you for having me. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
So I just have a few questions I wanted to kind of jump into to help the audience and our members see how you might be able to impact them in their lives and their businesses. And I'd like to start by just asking a little bit of your background. If you could share with us a little bit about what you've done in the past and how that's positioned you for today.
Absolutely. I grew up in a very big family. I have 6 sisters, and in our family, I was the only boy, and the problem in the family, at the point my dad gave up on me, and I taught myself how to read and write in my first year of high school.
Wow.
And I'm always a very inquisitive person. I'm always learning, asking questions, and
it's very healthy.
It's very healthy. It helped me quite a bit to get to where I am today, and that I came into this country in 1997 with $20 in my wallet, but with a big dream in my heart. And then came here, went to UTEP, got my bachelor's in accounting, my master's in business administration, and I had the privilege of being the president of the student body of the Student Government Association at UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso, for 2 years. And that was a huge experience for me, and I've done some work in the medical field, managing doctors, managing several, consulting for several doctors, and I do a lot of public speaking. I've done a lot with the county of El Paso, the city of El Paso, and businesses in the region, and work with students as well, and training youth, and then I've written 2 books. One is Mom and Entrepreneur that I co-author with couple of good friends, and they are very successful entrepreneurs all over the nation. And the other one is the Devotional for Busy People, and basically a book about kind of having a jump start to your day. But I'm glad to be here. I'm married to my wife Maricela. I have two boys, and John and Jaden, and nine and 3 years old. Jedi is going to be 10 in July.
So you're still cool.
I'm still very cool.
I know we've known each other for a little while, but more of acquaintances, and the deeper our relationship gets, I'm fascinated. You're absolutely a cool guy, and
thank you.
And you're a charming person. Obviously, you've got your mindset on not just achieving, but making a difference and providing value for the community, and it's obvious, your life's work as you've been projecting it to now has really led you to lay, an incredible foundation. How do you think that some of the technology that you've used up to now has helped to position you for what you've done?
What we do in the medical field is very simple. We basically help the doctor. We provide services for the doctor that will help them provide better care for their patients, and that will help them generate additional income for their office. And if we can do some consulting work for them in terms of their front desk and the operation of the whole clinic, how everything flows, making sure that the billing is done correctly, done properly. Most of these doctors, they already have what is called a electronic medical system, their EMR, and they already have that in place, providing maximum result for them.
Return on investment. So
Return on investment.
You're really helping position them within their clinic to reduce some of the redundancies, increase efficiencies.
Absolutely.
So they can maximize their revenue from
patient, providing better patient care and helping them to generate revenue.
I know you've got companies that are looking to have you work with them in the speaking arena, in the training arena, and you're becoming an up-and-coming star in that region, in that area. But what do you think it is that you're doing that's really getting to the attention level of some of these CEOs and presidents of companies?
I've done a lot of writings. Some of the writings I'll be using to publish other books in the near future. So one thing that just made me stand out is I'm going to be doing a lot of videos as time progresses. That will, I think, that will explode. That will make that'll be more detailed and focusing on different areas of life and businesses. So when I have doctors saying, you know what, go to Gbenga. Oh, there's no Gbenga won't do that. You can trust Gbenga, and that meant a lot to me. And the same thing goes for speaking.
Sure.
And then you under promise and over deliver,
Right.
and providing that little extraordinary customer service to the client, I think is very, very critical. And if you can't do something, let them know that you can do it, and or I will figure out a way to do it. And then the honesty part of it, the sincerity part of it, the authenticity.
Obviously, a lot can be said for developing and deepening one's abilities and capacities, right? But character is one of those things that you just can't teach to people.
Absolutely.
It's going to be something
Absolutely.
that people self-teach and develop along the way through some of their trials and tribulations, right?
Absolutely.
What would you say, or who would you say rather, is one of the people that has most influenced you and your way of thinking? Who's one of those people that you look up to, that you hold in high regard?
The first one is Zig Ziglar.
Zig Ziglar. Tell me why.
Yeah. When after high school, remember I taught myself to read and write in my first year of high school, and then after high school, I got a book at my uncle's house, and one of the first edition that was published, I believe, the See You at the Top, was a hardcover little raggedy book, and I go and I started reading the book. I said, what is this? It's like a new world just opened up in front of me, and that just changed my mind. And I mean, I read every single. I soaked every single part of that book into my soul, into my spirit. I started setting goals, and I mean, just started kind of thinking and setting goals and looking through everything, and then from there. I made a plan to come to the U.S. I want to go to school in America. Everybody made fun of me that you can't do it. I mean, your family doesn't have money to do it. Nobody goes to America and you're neighbor. How are you going to do it? And I said, no, I don't know, but I've read the book. The book said if you set goals and believe and take action, it will happen. And I just started taking little baby steps and taking action, and it happened. That's how it happened. I came from Lagos, Nigeria.
Is that a big city, small city?
It's a big city. It's like New York of Nigeria.
And was your family background very, very humble? And I think you mentioned earlier that it was a very humble beginning.
Humble beginning. My dad was a civil engineer.
Okay.
Worked for the Nigerian Port Authority. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and we lived decently. And I mean, just like any third world country, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and there are a few people in the middle that doing well above the poverty level. We live above the poverty level. There's a little phrase back home that we laugh about it. We're suffering and smiling. we just go through it. We smile through everything.
Well, but it's interesting, because attitude follows emotion,
Yes.
and behaviors follow emotion.
Absolutely.
So you begin to act happy, pretty soon you're going to be happy.
Yeah, of course.
It's real interesting, the paradox
Yes.
and how people think about that, the way that works, but it's very, very real. You're doing some work also, or you've done some work with UTEP.
With UTEP, yes, absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that.
And I did some stuff for different departments, just doing trainings, leadership training. That's basically what I've done for UTEP.
Teachers as well as students?
Yes, I'm talking about staffs. And
So more like
more-
you've been doing trainings more for the staff.
More for the staff.
Okay.
I've done some stuff for students. They bring me in to speak in classes and so on and so forth, or at an event that they have. I be the speaker for those events and so on and so forth. But if there's anything that has really make everything rewarding for me, is to see the transformation. Is to see you speak to a group of people and have people crying and having breakthroughs, and that's one of the things that have really been so rewarding to me. I truly believe that everything rises and falls on the condition of your mind, and I believe that if you can learn, you will grow, and when you grow, you can impact your life and you can impact the world around you. So my goal, I believe for the rest of my life, that's the area I'm focusing on. How can you help people have the right mindset, have the right thinking, have the right mode of thinking? I just wrote something this morning I'll share with you briefly. If I were to ask you a question, what am I thinking right now? What would your answer be?
How you can make a difference.
Well, it could be yes, it could be true, you could be right or you could be wrong. And even if you are right, I could say, you know what, that is not what I'm saying. But you're not a mind reader. One thing that we do, we think for other people. We think for them, we think about what are they thinking about me, what are they saying about me. And as a result, we get worried, we get frustrated, we make up assumptions about what they are thinking about us.
Right.
And when we do that, we lower ourselves. When we do that, we started comparing ourselves. When we do that, we lose our self-esteem. When we do that, what happens is that we are not thinking straight anymore. We are in this confusion cycle that goes up and down, make us to lose sleep, that will cause anxiety, cause us to be frustrated. So the whole purpose of that particular segment that I'm working on right now is don't think for other people. Don't worry about what they are thinking because you're not a mind reader. So worry about what you are thinking. Focus on what you are thinking. If you can focus on what you are thinking, use your mind to create. Focus on solution. Focus on finding a way to create possibilities for yourself and for other people.
There's only two things that are guaranteed in life. One is that you're going to learn, and one is you're going to die. Right? You might not pay taxes. There's a lot of people I know that have gotten away with not paying taxes. Some of them you read about in the paper. Some of you hear about on TV. But you're going to learn, one way or the other, good or bad. You're going to learn, and you're going to die. So if we have to learn, why not do those things that are going to help improve our lives? Right?
Absolutely.
And make an impact.
If you can get your mind correctly, if you can get your mind right, it will improve your relationships, it will improve your health, it will improve your finances. Everything rises and falls on the condition of your mind. I've had people with the wrong mindset, they get a divorce. I've had people with the wrong mindset, they blame everybody for their problem because of the wrong mindset. Winners win first in their mind. Companies have mind. If you can train the mind of the company, the mind of the people involved in the company, and get them to get the right mindset, it's amazing the transformation that takes place. Somebody created a plane, the Wright brothers. Elon Musk is now thinking about doing space travel. Mind. People stretching their mind. Somebody said we only use about 10% of our minds, maybe less. There's so much potential in our minds. But what we do, most of the time, when things are not going as planned, we worry with our mind, we get frustrated with our mind, and when that happens, we have health issues, stress, and all of these things, and because we are not using our mind to do what is created to do, which is to create.
Absolutely. My friend, it has been absolutely fascinating talking with you this morning. I just want to thank you for taking the time for us to get together today. Really being able to impart on our community how you've gotten here, making a difference, and really we've got some incredible rising stars here among us. And I just want to again thank you for your contribution, and I wish you many, many successes in your future endeavors, my friend.
It's a pleasure. I really appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you again. Good to see you.
God bless.